Well, this is going to be a tough video. It's titled Responsibility for This Sick World, and it's dated for November 23rd. I've received requests to make a video about the revelations of pedophilia in high places. That's not an easy subject. Even though it happens all over the world, it seems to concentrate in places like Washington, D.C., where the elite power mongers set up shop. The Vatican and London are also rife with such child abuse. That is the trinity of the evil empire. I've watched a long video about the DC infestation, Sickening. Then I got an article sent to me that it's all an illusion and we are all one. No. Most of us have nothing to do with such horrific behavior. Yet our so-called leaders behave horribly in secret. I agree with JFK. The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are a people of inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths and secret proceedings. The responsibility rests with the ultimate allower. Indeed, I know I've touched on this subject before, and I mentioned in a previous video, probably more than a year ago or 2 years or whatever, I know it's been a long while, that I grew up in a family, and my mother raised us and told us all about her experience of her father trying to molest her, the sister that was next, and the third sister. There were only three girls out of 9 children. And the third girl, he succeeded, and he ended up going to jail for incest. And he died in prison. So that it touches home when I know about how people abuse children. And I remember a long time ago, I've been doing workshops for a long time, and I don't remember who or any of the details. All I remember is this. One of the participants screamed, "You stole my innocence," screamed in the workshop. And of course, it was about her incestuous relationship with her father. And this goes on. But the pedophiles, they steal children. They literally take children, and oftentimes they even have murder as part of the ritual, where they murder the children. And these are our leaders. I want you to get this clear. This behavior belongs to those who hold high places in our governments, especially the trinity of evil, Washington, D.C., London, and the Vatican. That's the trinity of evil. That's where the black pope is, the dark pope, or the Jesuit order. These have been historically malevolent beings who abuse children sexually and in other ways as well. The Kathy O'Brien, who I talked about in a not too long ago video, and probably videos prior even to that. But Kathy O'Brien was part of a family where her father sold them into MK Ultra, where they had ritual sacrifices, and she was ready to be sacrificed herself. And she became the sex slave of Gerald Ford and a whole bunch of people in high places until she was rescued. This stuff is horrendous. And the people that preach this New Age doctrine of everything, we're all one and everything is okay, No, it's not. It's not okay. This type of behavior is not okay. Criminal behavior is not okay. Evil is not okay. And there is an allower. Somebody is allowing this. Somebody has to take responsibility for this. And people keep saying, Ron, it's our responsibility to fix it. Well, how am I going to fix it? When it's the powerful people, the people that control the armies, the people that control the finances, the people that control the police forces, they're the ones that are guilty, and they don't want it cleaned up. They don't want whistleblowers. They make whistleblowing a crime. Look what they're doing to, I forgot his name. But you know who I'm talking about. Those of you that listen, you know who I'm talking about. And it'll come to me probably when I'm finished doing the video. Whenever I get in a situation like this, it always comes to me right after I finish recording. Oh, that's who I was trying to remember. Anyway, folks, this is a horrendous, horrendous situation that we face in the world. And it ultimately, when I talk about it, the responsibility rests with the ultimate allower. That's God. That's the creator. Why? Again, why would a loving God allow such horrendous behavior? Not just for a little while, but for millenniums. Lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, the same behavior has gone on and been unchallenged, and has been there's been no remedy, no solutions have been presented to stop this horrific treatment of our children. And no wonder that some of our children grow up to be abusers. Those that are abused often end up to be abusers themselves. It's a cycle of abuse, and it's been going on in humanity for a long, long time. And people say it's our responsibility to fix it. Yeah, our. If our includes God, who is supposed to be all powerful and all knowing. And you see the frustration that comes out when I deal with questions like this. We have to find a solution, but I don't know how we're going to do it. The political and economic solutions are horrible, but this is dealing with our children. This is dealing with the poisoning of the human race. And it's been going on all of our lives and back in history as far as we can remember. This behavior has been happening again and again and again. And it's not just incest, it's brutality to little children, taking advantage of stealing children. I mean, folks, do you understand that this is how our leadership behaves? This is why they say we've got to keep it secret for reasons of national security. The national security is to protect their fucking asses for the crimes that they've committed. That's what they try to keep secret. As John F. Kennedy said, it's repugnant in an open and free society. But we are not an open and free society. We are an enslaved society. The human race has been enslaved for a long, long time. And somebody's got to fix it. And the ultimate responsibility, again, goes to the Creator from the very beginning for having allowed this to go on and on and on and on with no remedy for generation after generation, century after century, millennia after millennia. It's time to stop the nonsense. Do you hear me, God? Do you hear me? Thank you for listening, and pray that there's a God that finally takes responsibility for the crimes against his own creation. Thank you for listening. Namaste.